going to patch you in as we go. Why don't we check in now with Eddie Seifert back at nearby Cars Park. Our Ford employees once again are gathering for a second attempt. They are hardcore. Eddie, are you there?
Yeah, Ariane, welcome to the best seat in the house. This is fun. We're having a blast out
here. Another day, another employee gathering to cheer on New Glenn. An odd question, because I think I know the answer. How are everybody's spirits down there?
We are happy to be here. We're so proud that we get to be together, a part of the community. We're, hanging with each other and sharing hot dogs and huddling together for warmth. But we're most looking forward to the rumble of the BE4s, looking at that blue streak across the sky. And now this crew behind me, they've committed to cheer more loudly than the BE4s. And that's what I'm looking forward to.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Y'all stay warm out there. We're going to keep you on speed dial, Eddie, as we continue with this show. Additionally, we also have employees at our other sites across the nation checking in and rooting for New Glenn. Let's see how they're doing. We have sites across the country. There we go. We've got Huntsville, Alabama, our headquarters in Kent, Washington. What up, guys? We can see you out there. We have our flag bearer from the other night. He has not given up, that guy. Kent, Washington, again, our headquarters, where we work on all the projects. And then, of course, Huntsville, Alabama, where we build our BE4s and our BE3Us, as well as the Blue Ring system. They are ready to go. This is a big night for all of our employees across the country. Kudos to you guys. Let's do this, Blue Origin. All right, we are here at T-minus 13 minutes to go until launch. Why don't we check out the star of the show, New Glenn at the pad here as this rocket gets ready for its first launch ever. Welcome back, everybody. We are at T-minus 11 minutes and 12 seconds to go until New Glenn's first launch ever, NG-1. So many of the people behind this mission are not only critical parts of the New Glenn operation, they're also super passionate people who are dedicated to the larger mission at Blue Origin. And you can tell because so many of them, including you and I, Denise, are ambassadors on behalf of Blue Origin's Club for the Future.
Yeah, you're an ambassador, I'm an ambassador. There's actually thousands of us here at Team Blue. Club for the Future is Blue Origin's nonprofit to inspire and mobilize future generations to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. These kids are tomorrow's aerospace workers.
Yeah, Club for the Future is a perfect example of how we here at Blue Origin can do something about inspiring the next generation. We have a program where kids, parents, anyone can draw on a digital postcard. We'll send it to space and they'll receive it back as space-flown piece of art. And today we have digital postcards that are actually going up to space on New Glenn.
That's just so fun. That's the kind of thing I would have loved as a kid. And I know that my children also love making those postcards.
All right, I understand we are ready for a go, no go poll. Let's stand by. All right, thank you again, everybody, for joining us for NG1. We were very close to getting into that go, no go poll. Unfortunately, we have had to go into a hold. And as you've seen there, we are now at T-minus 34 minutes. Unfortunately, there is a boat that has errantly come into the cleared range. And we're going to have to clear that boat out. So that is going to take us some time here. As we have said before, our number one objective this evening is to get to orbit safely. And that includes not just the rocket, not just our teams, but everybody in the area, including people on boats. So with that, we're going to continue to watch New Glenn here for a moment as we get ready for New Glenn 1. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us for New Glen's first launch to space. We are T-minus 28 minutes and 10 seconds to go until launch. If you've been joining along, we got very close to a go, no go poll there, but we understand that there is a boat that is downrange where we don't want it to be. So we are waiting to clear that vessel from out of the way. Otherwise speaking, I'm hearing from Mission Control, the weather is looking good, the vehicle is looking good. We are just waiting for that vessel to clear the area. And then, you know what? It's go time. So stick with us, everybody, as we get ready for New Glen's first launch to space.
5 minutes, 20 seconds in. Less than 2 minutes now remaining to GS1 engine ignition.
Thank you again, everybody, for
GS1
joining
has
us for
reached
New
out.
Glenn's first launch to space. So far, 5 minutes and 30 seconds into launch. Everything continues to be nominal. A clean separation of stage 1 from stage 2. Stage 1, our booster. We are looking to land it on our landing ship, Jacqueline. There you see its targeted landing spot where the feather is there. And stage 2, carrying the Pathfinder for Blue Ring, will continue its mission up towards MEO orbit, where we will be collecting data for 6 hours. But let's continue to watch here as the two vehicles continue on their way.
Good, both BE3Us. Confirm GS1 engine chill active. Less than 1 minute now remaining to exo atmospheric engine ignition. 6 minutes, 30 seconds into flight.
So coming up here, we're going to see the middle of the 3 7BE4
Body
engines
rates
on the
GS1
booster
and
light
GS2 look
up.
good. Chamber pressures on both BE3Us.
This is going to
continue look good
slow
throughout
the
burn.
vehicle down, and then as the vehicle gets closer to the landing ship, the Jacqueline, the 2 outer of the 3 middle engines will shut off, and just 1 in the center will remain to help slow as well as guide the vehicle back to the landing ship.
7 minutes into
As you've
flight.
also seen on the booster vehicle, we have the steering fins at the top of the booster, as well as the strakes, which act essentially as wings. This vehicle is flying back to the Jacqueline, providing lift to come in for a nice, soft, and vertical landing onto the landing ship, the Jacqueline.
Seeing good chamber pressures on both BE3Us.
All 3 engines relight confirmed.
Body rates look good on GS2. Continuing through its planned burn. Now 7 minutes, 45 seconds in. Seeing good MR response on the V3U engines, seeing good throttle profile. Chamber pressures continue to look good throughout the burn. 8 minutes, 20 seconds into flight. GS2 tank pressures staying within their acceptable limits. Body rate responses look good. Chamber pressures look good throughout the burn. 8 minutes, 40 seconds in. Now passing 9 minutes into flight. Continue to see data from both stages. GS2 data quality continues to look good throughout the burn. Chamber pressures, both engines staying very close to each other. GS2 trajectory is nominal. Less than 3 minutes now remaining in the GS2 burn.
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Wow, what a moment so far. We obviously have some frozen data here on our stage 1 on our booster. We're still waiting to understand what the situation is with the booster. Meanwhile, our second stage, GS2, continues
10 minutes, 20 seconds into
its
flight.
ascent, as well as its climb towards MEO, which is where it is headed this evening. We are still waiting.
Continue to see good throttle response
Again,
on both
our
these
first
engines.
our primary objective,
Body
getting to
rates,
orbit
continue to
safely.
look stable
Let's stand
throughout
by
the burn.
here.
Tank pressure is staying within acceptable limits. Bottle pressures look good. Data quality continues to look good throughout the GS2 burn. "11 minutes, 10 seconds into flight. GS2 is now 1,700 kilometers downrange, traveling at 6.7 kilometers per second. Data looks good coming down from TDRS. Both BE3Us continue to look good, tracking nicely in chamber pressure. Body rate responses are stable. 12 minutes, 10 seconds into flight. We have IAP vanish. GS2 is now orbital. Minutes, 53 seconds into flight. And we have engine cutoff. Body rates look good following engine cutoff.
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Seco,
First
we cut off we cut off the engines on the second stage. What does that mean? That means that we hit our key critical #1 objective. We got to orbit safely. Congratulations, Blue Origin. Y'all have gone orbital. What a day. We see our teams down in Huntsville, our teams in Kent. I know the team out at Clark Park down here in Florida. They are all losing their minds. Congratulations, everybody. What a day. We are in space. We've got our Blue Ring Pathfinder ready to warm up, ready to start drawing in all of that great information. What a day. We're going to go to Clark Park here. We have Eddie Seifert.
14 minutes, 10 seconds.
Hey, Ariane, we are so happy to be here at Rocket Park, our orbital launch site. This team is so proud that we got to orbit. What an incredible rumble from the B4 engines. This was such an experience to live together, to be a part of this community.
Amazing. You can feel the energy. What a fantastic day. Thank you, Eddie. To the whole team, again, congratulations on getting to orbit. Now, I know all of you are tuning in. We're still trying to get all of the data here. We seem to have lost telemetry on the first stage, on the booster. We very well may have lost the booster. We are still coming in with all of the information. I want to make sure that we get you the right information. But nonetheless, the main objective that we were going for this evening is that we hit orbit. And now I do have confirmation that we did in fact lose the booster. You can see from the map there how close physically the booster got to making its landing. Of course, we'll have all of the information on what exactly happened with the booster in the last moments. As you did hear, we did have the booster relight the 3 middle engines, which is what we were looking for. So things we know were good up until that point, but we just need to go through the data. And of course, after the show, on all of our social media channels, we are going to have more information on those details. But key here, we hit our main objective. We got to orbit safely. Let's go up to mission control and launch control. Maggie, what's going on upstairs right now? I bet our team is pretty excited.
The fives, Ariane, they were high. The bumps were fisted. It was, oh my gosh, it was electric. I've got these people here. They're still working. They've been standing up. They've been sitting down. The folks behind me are celebrating. It is a good night here up in Mission Control. Obviously, you know, as you mentioned, lost the booster, but there is still a lot of work going on. We've got these guys in Mission Control, guys and gals in Mission Control, ready to keep watching our second stage, see if that Blue Ring Pathfinder can continue on its mission. And, you know, the work's going to continue for quite a while tonight, Ariane.
That's right. That's right. My team, our in-space systems team, their job basically has just started, right? They're going to get that Blue Ring Pathfinder going. Maggie, can I ask you, we felt it down here in the studio. What was that rumble like as New Glenn was taking off?
It was hard to describe. It was the rumble, the railings shook, but also it was so bright, Ariane. That whitish blue light out there was just impossible to take our eyes off of. Everybody here was glued to their view right over there, and it's been just incredible.
Amazing. You can see on our screen there, we've got the executives. We see there in the middle, we've got our CEO. We've got Jeff Bezos. We have Dave Limp, our CEO. Mark Featherstone, who has been on this program since day one. I see the deputy of our New Glenn program losing it. This is a replay of the executives, of our team members as New Glenn was taking off. Man, oh man, what a moment. And as Maggie was mentioning, what's so cool about when New Glenn takes off, not only is it bright like a lot of those rockets, but that LNG burns this beautiful, beautiful blue. And man, the skies over Florida were lit tonight. And New Glenn, Stage 2, continues its mission up to MEO. What a fantastic day. This team, Blue Origin, across this country, you guys should be so proud of yourselves. Getting to orbit is hard. There are not many countries, companies, whatever you want to say it, that have ever been to orbit. And y'all, we did it on our first go. Congratulations. That is huge. Denise, you've been at this company for several years. I've been here a decade. You've been here for 4 years.
Almost 5. Yeah, I actually, I started crying. I'm filled with excitement, and I'm just filled with gratitude. You know, like all of us play a small part in this success. It really does take thousands of engineers to really come together and work together to make this happen. And I'm just very grateful and humbled to be a part of it. And I'm also just so incredibly proud of our team. And I know we talked about the rumble, we anticipated it, and I knew it was coming when we cleared the pad, and it's still, I'm speechless. It felt like an earthquake here at the studio. It was, yeah, I'm very emotional, very happy, and very proud.
Congratulations. High five, girl.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a moment to reflect on the key moments of today's mission. We met many of our objectives today. We exceeded them. So some of those milestones, we had a clean liftoff. Man, oh man, I will never forget the view of those 7 BE4 engines and the blue coming out of those nozzles. We had stage separation, a clean stage separation, a clean fairing separation. And then you know what? We reached orbit. Now, we are still going to take some time to deliver our to deliver our payload to orbit. As a reminder, the blue ring Pathfinder is going to stay attached to that second stage as it orbits the Earth, collecting all its data, testing all of that very important telecom and avionics technology that is going to roll right into our blue ring program, to the blue ring vehicle itself. Now, we didn't have booster landing, but man, we got close. And as we have said in the previous webcast, it is about collecting data. Data is the currency of success. And if, with that being the case, we collected so much data. And man, oh man, we're going to take that information, we're going to roll it back into the next New Glenn, which is literally over my shoulder, waiting to have all of that incorporated. I mean, all of this, the engineering that has gone into it, the testing,
and all the lessons learned too. You know, these are really complicated, intricate engineering systems that we have designed, and it's really hard to do. And every time we get that data and we can infuse into the next iteration of it, of course, we have a GS1-2 right behind us. So there's another booster coming, and we're just so proud.
We cannot wait to bring you that next launch. I'm raring to go. Denise, it has been a joy to have you here. Thank you for all of your insights, for your joy, your passion. You exude Team Blue and New Glenn, Team New Glenn. Let me just ask you, what are you going to remember the most from this evening?
I think seeing that image of the 7 BE4s after it cleared the pad. I mean, again, we know from analysis and data what it's supposed to look like, what it might sound like, and we've envisioned it for years. And then to see it on the screen, it was honestly the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it has. It, again, as you said, we've all had these visions in our mind. We've had animations, like what we think it's going to look like.
Yeah.
But there is nothing like seeing that real booster, the real. You see that flame come out from the base of that vehicle as it took off. It is just insane. Thank you so much for being a part of today's webcast. It really has been an honor to be with you, to take part in our first New Glenn webcast. And to our viewers, thank you for joining us. To our customers, to the Defense Innovation Unit that is supporting our Blue Ring Pathfinder. Thank you very much to you. You have been supporters of the Pathfinder, but especially of Blue Ring. You are believers. Now you know what? I know Team Blue has a lot to celebrate. I don't know if there's going to be too much work going on tomorrow as we celebrate all of this. Everybody, Mission 1 is in the books. I cannot wait, and I look forward to seeing you all back here again soon as we get New Glenn 2 ready to launch. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I think we've got one last way that we can get our viewers engaged.
Yes. So I do want to speak a little bit more about Team Blue. You know, we talked about the hard work and all the cool engineering that we do here, and just the immense pride that we have for what we do. Here's New Glenn on the pad at LC36, and it's surrounded by Team Blue, just watching it lift off, just like we did this evening. So these are so cool. You know, I love collecting those space patches. It's almost like a badge of honor after you work a few missions. So if you're interested, it's available in our shop.
Yeah, I have, you know, as mentioned, I've been at this company for over 10 years. I was here for New Glenn 1. I was here for government, excuse me, from the governor on down. Thank you so much. We love being down here in Florida.
Chicken suppression for good. Vehicles clear the tower. Now passing 18 seconds.